Today's video is all about how to make strawberry overnight oats with steel cut oats. I have a lot of oat and oatmeal recipes on this channel, but I don't always use steel cut oats. Let me give you a close-up of what steel cut oats look like. Steel cut oats are essentially the full oat, the groat. It is not a flake, right? Like our traditional oats that we often use on this channel, I use the oat flakes, the old-fashioned oats for oatmeal or overnight oats. But this one in particular, we are going to use these, it's a little bit powdery, but you can still see the groat or the whole oat that has not been flattened. So that is what steel cut oat is. And one of the reasons people love it is because you get the full nutrition of the oat. Nutritionally, they're very similar, but it is like heartier. It has a slightly different texture than our traditional old-fashioned oats. So for today's video, I'm gonna show you how to make a delicious breakfast ahead of time that you can keep in the fridge and grab and go in the mornings. The steel cut oats to liquid ratio is a little bit different than using the flat old-fashioned oats. It is a 1-to-3 ratio. So today I'm going to take about 1/4 cup of steel cut oats inside each of my jars. So at the bottom of your jar, you're gonna place the oats. At this point, you're gonna see a lot of overnight oats recipes out on the internet with things like chia seeds or hemp seeds, even flaxseed. These all add extra nutrition. They are completely optional, and I just call them bonus add-ins to the recipe. So if you are gonna use any of these, now would be the time. So I'm gonna add a little bit of flax to each of these jars. Flax also absorbs the liquid, so just about 1/2 teaspoon to 1 teaspoon per jar will do the trick. I'm also gonna add some chia seeds to this, about 1/2 teaspoon per jar. Chia seeds also absorb liquid, but I like using them in my overnight oats recipes because they also have a lot of fiber and they'll also help thicken up your oats overnight. And then I also have hemp seeds in here, which of course they're totally optional, just like the other 2 ingredients, but hemp seed has protein, omega-3, 6. It's just an all-around bonus nutrition boost to your morning bowl, so you can add that or not. About 1 teaspoon or 2 per jar, up to a tablespoon will do. Now, if you wanna give these a quick stir, you can do that. All right, so this recipe does use some sliced strawberries. It's about 1/4 cup per jar. Remember, these are small 8-ounce jars. I like to use any jar that is at least 8 ounces and it has to have a lid because, well, I've had some refrigerator spills happen over the years, but you could also use a big bowl or a container, put the entire recipe in it, and then just self-serve, scoop out single servings if you're just eating breakfast at home. So we're gonna add the strawberries to our oats right here, to each of our jars. Now you can do blueberries, bananas, any other fresh fruit. I have a lot of other overnight oats recipes on this channel that are easily interchangeable, so make sure to check the links below. Okay, so the final step is to add our liquid. Today I'm using milk, but you can use almond milk or any other milk alternative that you may like to use. The thicker the milk, even coconut milk will work awesome. But the thicker the milk, the thicker your oats are gonna be. Now, this recipe is a no yogurt recipe. There's also a lot of recipes that use yogurt, and I do have a video for that on this channel. The yogurt will also add thickness to your recipe. While it is a 1-to-3 ratio, I simply just fill up the jar. It's just about how much room for liquid there is, so let's do it. And the final step is to take a spoon and just combine your ingredients because you do want the milk to go all the way to the bottom and in between the add-ins so it absorbs in your refrigerator overnight. In the morning, you can eat them cold, straight out of the fridge at room temperature, or microwave them for about 30 seconds to a minute if you like warm oats. But this no-cook method is great because they're prepped quickly and you can have breakfast available for a couple of days. And you can make this up to 3 to 4 days ahead of time. The fruit does get a little softer towards the end, so make sure you just make as much as you're gonna need. And we're just going to put the lid on the jar and take these to the refrigerator. So this jar has been in our refrigerator overnight with our steel cut oats or chia seeds, hemp seeds, some strawberries and milk. Let's take a look of what they look like in the morning. Take a look, thick, rich, creamy. All right guys, so let's take a taste. Super delicious. The oats have incorporated right into our milk with the hemp and all the added nutrition of the chia seeds and the flaxseed. You can taste the oats, the heartiness of it. Make sure you click in the link right below this video for the details on how you can make these at home. See you next time.